Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. Yes, thank you, birds. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your host with the Moses Marquis saying I got hot feet standing on that ledge. Woo! Got them hot feet. Rise and shine. It's a beautiful day to smell the flowers. Yes, blessed. I keep touching her because she smells so good. Smell my fingers. Straight from Brazil. That bad boy smells good. Girl, bad girl. Bad girl. Ooh. Okay, so anyway, when we're not being freaky, sneaky, deaky up in this morning marijuana motivation, we're speaking from the heart. And last night I had to walk away from a friend, and he's probably even watching this show because he said he was watching my show, and he said the stuff resonated with him. But then he got weird. Then he got really emotional, really drunk, and started saying weird shit. And if you're listening, bro, get your shit together. You know, it's not everyone's job to get other people's emotional stability together. And unfortunately, it's a human service, right? Like a psychologist, you got to go see somebody and get your head right. Just like your car or anything else that you do with your life, you're gonna have to go get an oil change. The car might be able to put out the mileage. We keep talking about revving this engine at 7,000 RPMs and going 100 miles per hour and being Superman, Superwoman, Wonder Woman, and all of a sudden now it's your job to get your shit straight. We can push and push and push, but until we get our minds right, till we get our souls right, we're gonna be hurting ourselves. You know, day one's first. There's Mr. Moore, and hurt people like to hurt people. And this individual last night tried to turn the tables on me and my friend, and we were sober, so we're like, what the fuck's going on? You come over, you want to hang out, but you say you got a lot on your mind, so let's talk. We want men to get their mind right. Men don't have enough support system. They don't have no one to talk to. They just bottle it all up inside. And we watch this stuff come out of people sideways. We watch these things hurt other individuals, and we see them binge drink, and we see them get abusive and start yelling at people and hurting themselves and others. And I just don't want to be like that anymore. I didn't want to hurt anyone by being me. I wanted everybody to shine. I didn't want my mental disorder or my mental instability to bleed on other people. And unfortunately, we all have to work on our minds. We all have this thing in our lives for us to work on what's above and between our ears, above our shoulders and between our ears. And it's very difficult to maintain this. It's unfortunate that we're the only ones that live in our heads. We're the only ones that get to hear the complaints. We're the only ones that get to feel the feelings. And it's such a first person radio player one experience, this game called life. And we feel like we're all alone and we're the only ones that can handle it. But what I really love about life is that one, pain ends, and two, you're not the only one. And that makes me feel so much better. And I don't want other people to have grief or lose a loved one or death or any of these things. But that's going to be a part of their lives. I can't prevent them from living that way. Just like the Buddha had a beautiful life. Before he became the Buddha, he was a prince. There was always beautiful women around. There was always, he never saw death. He never saw sick. He never saw poverty. And then one day this young man hopped the fence and he started to see that people do get old. People do die and people do suffer. And that bugs me. You know, the little Buddha inside my heart, it bugs me to watch people suffer. You know, I want everyone to move away from suffering. That's why, you know, I'm the weed pastor, bro. I'm on this every morning talking about getting our minds right and talking about getting our souls right and being right with ourselves. When we're hurt inside, we're going to start hurting others. And that's not the shine that I wanted. I wanted people to light each other up, turn their halo on, turn their mood off, and pick their emotions. Choose to be better people. Choose to be a better person in general, and that inside themselves they can choose something that's not so harsh, that doesn't hurt them as much. And it's a really hard decision because some of the stuff like alcohol is going to say, hey, I'm going to make you feel better. You know what I mean? Like I'm the devil and hey there, hi, I'm going to open up my coat and make everything feel better. No, that's not what it is. It's about getting to the nitty gritty, as we say in the South. The nitty gritty is down to the Bones Jones. What's really affecting you up here and in here, these two things that makes us who we are, right? And I always do my halo horn situation, with mostly saints, because not always saintly, you know what I mean? This is saints addiction. But that balance, that dichotomy between my head talking to my heart and my heart talking to my head, my words matching my actions, and the amount of abuse that I'm willing to put up with, not from other people. I walked away from them. I don't put up with that shit. But what we're willing to put up with in our own lives, when we're inside of ourselves and we ask ourselves, yo, self, what do you want to put up with? This thing's getting loud, but why am I torturing myself with old thoughts? Why am I torturing myself with lost love? Why am I torturing myself in situations that aren't even happening yet? And that anxiety just builds and builds and builds. And of course, if you're on full tilt and you feel the anxiety go all right past your nose, past your eyeballs, you're going to run to the nearest beer. You're going to run to the nearest thing that can alleviate your pain, and you're going to thank them. You're like, thank you, fentanyl. Thank you for making me feel warm and cozy when nothing else would. And there's the devil. The devil's in the lie, because it's like the devil must have lied to you to tell you that you're going to just feel better. There's always consequences to our actions. If you're going to hurt yourself, you're going to feel the pain. No one else is going to get to feel the pain for you. So I always wondered, we talk about the cat and nine tails and hitting ourselves in the head, right on the brain. Like if we removed our skulls and just whipped our brains with the same thoughts and the same emotions and the same residual thinking of just like, I didn't become successful enough. I shoulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda. If I only bap, 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 and keep hitting ourselves in the head, then we become unhappy people. Then we become complaining people. Case in point, last night I was just at the bar and asked my homie if those were, can you see any napkins, in the little thing with the straws and stuff? And he was like, no, I don't see them. I'm like, there's got to be some. Ask that girl, because she's right next to him. I'm like, hey, can you pass me some napkins? She looked over and she's like, well, how many do you want? And I was like, this many. Why do you want that many? Oh my God, just complete bitch. And I was like, okay, rude human. I didn't even thank her because it was nothing to thank. I'm like, hella rude for no reason. So with your butch lesbianness, you rubbed off on people being rude, and I was thinking that's what kind of human you are. You're next to your friend. They might not tell you that, but they're embarrassed by you and your attitude. They're embarrassed by you just can't make it something simple difficult. And then also, why are you being rude? Why are people going out of their ways to be rude? What is inside you that's hurting so much? So that's why I'm saying don't hurt yourself. It's something your mom's been telling you your whole life. Go ahead, play baseball. Just don't hurt yourself. And you're like, how am I, people be careful. Like, how am I be more careful than I already am, But the facts are is we are choosing these lifestyles of our response, the way we respond to people, our thoughts, right? And the way we process the simple request of getting a napkin, or the way we process what's going on around us. If we are, in eventuality, hurting ourselves and others around us, then we're not doing it right. And just by sheer vibe, you can tell if it's working or not, right? You can always tell if something's working or not just by vibe. You don't even need a calculator. You don't need a sliding rule scale. You don't need any of that. It's just vibe. It's like, are you raising people's energies up? Are you being a value-added person to the situation that you're in? And if so, then the vibe will change. And that's why I was doing this morning marijuana motivation. I almost want to say I'm not your guru, because I'm not going to be there for the day you're supposed to get the mental stability. You can rewatch these videos all you want, but till you apply it, till you get to that nitty-gritty, to the Bones Jones of what's really going on inside your head, your soul, your mind, your body, then you're lost. Then you're going to just rub on people and keep making a mess out of things. And that's not something I wanted to do. I wanted to live my blessed life. I wanted everybody else to be free. I wanted them to live in harmony inside themselves. And that's not too much to ask. Come on, man. Is that too much to ask for us to all have peace, love, and happiness? Isn't that the most hippiest thing you ever heard this morning? Well, that's your morning marijuana motivation. Oh, my heart from the stars, your boy Marquis Saints Addiction. I love my life, and I want you to love your life too. So go be blessed. Don't be stressed. Go smash that subscribe button. Do me a favor. Do your friend a favor and share it with them. We all need it. We all need the light. We all need that support. We all need the blessings. So that's what this is for. It's your boy Marky Saint, the Weed Pastor. Peace and love. And I'll see you on the other side. Chiquita.